Content this meeting being sent to a third party. It's a new message. Yeah, because you're live streaming. Okay, fine. Okay, so let's start. We wanted the focus of this meditation to be a bit in what we go through day by day, the stress. But of course, I have a whole presentation that we had used some time for some of our mini retreat, but we won't go through that obviously at this time. No, it's not the format for it, but we'll emphasize in particular meditation as a way really to rise above the endless circle of the vicious circle, the endless cause and effect that we always are part of. And the only way to break that vicious circle is precisely to rise a bit above and go beyond the thoughts that keep bombarding us. So stress is essentially when we have that feeling of losing control. I love that saying that actually relax, nothing is under control. So it's a bit the idea that really there's so much that we can't have an influence on. There'll be this constant, uncertainty, changes, and I think even more so nowadays. And we're maybe even more prone to stress with lots of stimulus and social media and all those devices that are very addictive. So the only way is sometimes to really know where to find the peace within. So we do that through meditation by really this very profound and simple method that we practice here at Sahaja, by which we can find quite easily a way to reach a state of mental silence, and of course, which will have tremendous benefits on on our well-being. There's a whole series and lots of research article, and increasingly also on the benefits of Sahaja as such, because they're showing that if you define meditation a bit more narrowly, going with the really ancient traditional definition of reaching thoughtless awareness, emptiness, or the great silence, as Gandhi was referring to, then the benefits of that, the types of meditation that encourage or strengthen that access to mental silence, it's actually much higher. You'll have even twofold benefits in terms of lowering the blood pressure, increasing some of the good hormones, and reducing the stress hormones and all. But anyway, I won't go much into that, but really emphasizing on the unique point, selling point, I would say, of Sahaja is really a method by which you spontaneously, in a Sahaj way, achieve a state of mental silence. So let's get there. We can start, as usual, by raising the knee, putting ourselves in bandhan so that we get in a proper mood for meditation. Let's start by raising the energy with our attention within ourselves, tying the knot symbolically to keep the energy awakened. And so that's valid once you've already had that experience of self-realization, which is the awakening of the energy. We'll tie 3 knots, let that last for some time. And then we do this semicircle of protection. Hi, Nita, very good to see you. And we can start with the namaskar, just this gesture like the Y. So we really also center ourselves. It's a sign also of gratitude. And it's a beautiful way to start the meditation as well. So if we are settled, sitting comfortably on the chair, on the floor, let us start the meditation. As usual, we try and internalize our attention, bring our attention within ourselves. Let's be in the present. Let's leave aside all that is yesterday. Let's not worry about what's to come next or tomorrow or the next moment, but let's fully be anchored in the present moment, in that everlasting present that we can stretch and make the present a source of joy, a source of peace, by really drawing our attention within ourselves. So to strengthen that process and help us access mental silence, let's focus a few seconds on this journey within of the energy, the motherly Kundalini energy that will rise from the base of the spine. Let's have that desire in our heart that this energy may rise. Oh, mother energy, please come in my head, so that we can reach a state of silence by quietening the mind, finding that mental stillness. We can raise the energy. We can do it with our attention or with our right hand along the central channel for a little while. So you can raise maybe 3 times. Either you do it with your attention, or if it's easier, you use your right hand along the central channel up to the top of the head, slowly inviting that nurturing motherly energy, sacred energy to rise. And then let's keep a few seconds the hand or the attention on top of the head. And have that desire firmly in our heart and very sincerely that we open more and more the 7th chakra, the Sahasrara chakra, this lotus-like chakra that is opening, that is blooming. We want it to be in full bloom, all the petals, 1,000 petals open. So that desire in our heart will really help trigger that process, and it helps us open our heart, which is also at the center of the 7th chakra. So let's desire that we firmly open our mind to that energy to be fully in our head. Allow us to cross, in particular, the 6th chakra, which is the narrow gate where the 2 channels cross. And then we can bring back the right hand on the lap. So we have both hands comfortably open on our lap. Open as if it's really a gesture to express that we are receiving. We want to be fully expressing our desire and cooperating with that process to benefit the most. So now we'll keep the attention on top of the head. Try to silence your mind. If any thoughts come in, let it pass. Don't excessively try to be concentrated, but just let go. Meditation as we explain it here in Sahaja Yoga, it's really exposing ourselves to the grace of the divine by not interfering, by not thinking, by just being present and desiring that union with the all-pervading energy, which is the yoga, the true yoga. So if any thoughts come in, we said let it pass, or say it a few times, Mother, I forgive. Forgive everyone. Not this thought. Just let it pass. And let's remain for a short while in complete silence, expanding the space between the thoughts in the present. And continue to meditate with a bit of background music. And then after some point, I'll also open a short excerpt of a talk by strategy, which also emits tremendous vibration. It will help you in the meditative process. So let's start with the bit of meditative music. Let's see if I have to unshare my screen first.
We start with taking Shri Ganesha's name because there is the auspiciousness.
So this is how Mahamaya plays. They had planned everything. They had all the arrangements made, and the sari was missing. All right. So they came and told me that the sari is missing. So now what to do? You can't have puja without the sari, according to them. So I said, all right, let's wait. If it arrives in time, we'll have it. Otherwise, we can have it later. But I was least disturbed, least upset, because I do not have a mental conception of it. But if you have a mental conception, oh, we have programmed everything, arranged everything, we have done this, and now it's fizzling out. Doesn't matter. Nothing is fizzling out. But that is what we cannot do. Because you asked me today what is Mahamaya, this is what it is. You must learn to accept whatever comes your way. That's one of the things. And here where we feel frustrated, angry, upset, and spoil our joy, one of the things, because we make a mental projection. Mentally we calculate something. This has to be. And it's really in a way a subtle ego feeling. Because I thought that's what is destined, all right, we'll have it tomorrow. What does it matter? In any case, I told Mr. Srivastav that I'll be back only about 2 o'clock. He said, why not in the morning? I don't think it will be feasible. So, this is how you become a Vyagra. Vyagra means person who is worried, the one who is not worried. So we worry because of 2 things. Firstly, we worry that what will happen in the future. Future doesn't exist. If you have made up your mind that this should happen in the future, then you get upset. That's one thing. But you have not any mental picture. You will see what comes on the scene. You will watch whatever appears. Then you are not worried because you are anxious to see what's going to happen. That's one way that you feel hurt, that or you are worried. Secondly, you worry when you have built up a picture of that. Oh, we are going to have a puja now, and we are not having. So you are upset. But what difference does it make? And then you cannot enjoy my talk today and the puja tomorrow. Because today you think it was going to be puja, we are all dressed up well, very nice. We spend so much time to get ready for the puja, all right, we can do it tomorrow also. What does it matter? We really decorated ourselves well, we were all ready for the puja, we were sitting here for the puja, and now what has happened? I didn't wear my sari for puja at all. I knew what was coming. So, it's all right to see you like this, because normally the puja I never see you dressed like this. I'm busy with myself. Now I can see you nicely dressed. I feel very happy about it. And these mental things are responsible for frustrating us. Like as I was telling you about money, same thing happens. In India people come, they keep so much money for buying things. You see, sometimes they come loaded just like what you call traders. And the customs are so kind. I mean, Sahajogis have a free pass. whether in India or in England or anywhere. And then they have a mental picture, we'll buy this, right? And so much we'll spend. And if they have to spend some money for something else, they get upset because they have decided to spend so much. So then they go to spend some money. There's also, you see how Mahamaya works, you see. It has happened with all of you. So they go and buy something. I'll tell you, Gavin bought one, an image. I don't know, he paid about, I think, 500 rupees. You know, how much have you paid? About 4,000 or I don't know. How many pounds you paid for that? Huh? 40 pounds. He paid 40 pounds for that thing. I would not even pay 5 pounds for that. And I said, what's this? How did you buy? Oh, it's a very nice thing, Mother. We got it in Agra. I said, it is from Nepal. If you buy it in Agra, it will be very expensive. And it's such a waste. But the worst was the vibrations were very bad. They thought they have bought something great. And the vibrations were very bad. And I noticed it, so he said, all right, Mother, I'll keep it in your house and you improve the vibration. I tried. It would not work out. I said, Gavin, what to do now? You sink it in the Thames.
You meditate few more seconds, some minutes in silence, so we absorb a bit the vibration, the energy. Just the key message is really that sometimes we have mental projections, and that's why we get also irritated or frustrated if things don't go according to our mental plans. So let's be just flexible. We remain flexible. That's the best way to be less distracted with what comes and detached. If we can rise above all that mental struggle and that noise, that background noise always, that mental chatter, we can keep a more lasting inner peace and balance. Let's try and really fill us up with energy as we did for starting our day. Let's remember the sense of complete inner peace and satisfaction that we can gain from meditation. Make it last as long as possible. We can come back to it anytime during the day. And let's just see if we feel the energy also passing in our hands. The energy is awakened and we are quite centered. The energy will pass along the center channel, come out on top of our head, and then the seventh chakra is also represented in the palm of our hands. So we may feel the little coolness column of air, that life force passing. It's like a little wind, gentle breeze, cool breeze. So we can slowly wrap up the meditation. And of course, if you want, you can meditate a bit longer at home on your own. So we finish the process by the same two gestures to really preserve that state of balance, hopefully, and that enlightenment of the channels energy. We raise our Kundalini again. Put ourselves in what we call a bandana protection. The 7 semicircle. If we are spreading good energy around our body, it's good even to do that before going out of your home, or just really if you want to remain in that state of balance without absorbing too much of the toxic energy possibly around, depending on our situations. So I think we'll end it here, and I thank you very much for joining, and let me know if you have any questions or anything you want to say. Feel free. Otherwise, we can. You preserve that silence, which is good. Okay, so have a very nice day, and see you in person or online again. We may have the sessions again on Sunday, and then just for you to mark your calendar, we organizing a kind of a big public program on Friday 23rd February at the Goethe Institute, the German institute. That's really actually where we had started Sahaja in Thailand, when we had started teaching maybe 30 years ago. And so it's a bit back to square one, but anyway, it's a nice location and quite central. And we'll have the program at 7 in the evening on Friday 23rd. And so it's like a start of a new cycle of class and all that. So I'll share also the flyer. Feel free to invite friends or circulate it. Sahaja is a very simple, powerful method, always taught free of charge, and we're always happy to meet more interested